up, Spiller Nation? It's me, Life Spiller, and I'm back to do another video. In this video, I wanted to talk about 5 games that I can't believe I sold. The thing is, as a collector, you go through these stages, and as you guys have seen, those who have rolled with me and they've seen me sell off games, trade off games, give away games, you know how hard it is to give up something in order to get something else. One of the first games I sold when I started collecting was Super Mario Kart. An awesome racer, great co-op experience, multiplayer experience. One of the first big racers on the Super Nintendo, where you were allowed or the opportunity to play against your buddies and race in multiple groups, because you know you could split it up and have 4 players and stuff like that. And so it sucked when I sold that, but I sold it off, or I traded it off for a good reason. I used it for the purpose of getting the TurboGrafx-16. Now the next title that I sold off, and actually I used it as a barter type of situation, that was Legendary Axe. Man, I have such a deep and profound love for the TurboGrafx-16, even though I traded that off last year. I traded this off years before, like a couple years before I even traded off my TurboGrafx-16, and that was Legendary Axe. It was one of my favorite titles. That was like almost my first experience, my first real experience with the TurboGrafx-16, being able to utilize his character. It was a caveman, had the side-scroller experience. It was very deep and immersive. It had a little bit of challenge. I got really close to the end. The next title that I can't believe that I sold was my Mega Man X. Mega Man just in general is like one of my favorite series of all time. And I remember when I first had Mega Man X, like when I got a chance to rent it years ago and play the game and have this deep immersive experience, and basically you saw this upgrade transition from him being this 8-bit character to this fully uploaded beefy character, and watching Mega Man kind of be this whole new person. You had the dash, you got the power up, where you could basically use his his blaster. I mean, it was a whole different immersive experience. You still had the whole formula of taking the characters, killing off the bosses, taking their powers on, but there was new characters that were being introduced within this game, and so it just pushed it to a whole new stratosphere. I mean, another game that I can't believe I sold was Gunstar Heroes, and the reason, yet again, this game actually came as a surprise to me. It was a Sega Genesis title, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not the biggest Sega Genesis fan. Not that I'm anti-Sega Genesis, because obviously I got Sega Genesis games up here. But I found this game through a mere emulator experience. I didn't even know about it. I just saw Gunstar, and I was like, let me download this and add this to my emulator. This is like 3 years ago, and I immediately fell in love with it. I immediately fell in love with the co-op experience, the side-scroller experience, and the level of challenge, how it went up and down, but it was still within a reasonable balance where it wasn't setting you off. This is a really awesome title if you don't know that. And at the time, about 3 years ago, I only paid $17 for it. And the last game that I can't believe I sold was Grandi II for the Dreamcast. I had to sell it off when I got rid of my Dreamcast, because it was like, I even contemplate that too, because I actually got the Dreamcast for free, but I never had the Dreamcast during its life cycle, so I didn't know the gems, you know, the hidden gems, the actual gems, the platinum gems, whatever you want to call it. But Grandi II is an awesome RPG. It's not too challenging, but the story was phenomenal. It really had this immersive experience where it made you dive in, want to know more about the characters, which they provided plenty of that. Tell me what games you've sold off, traded off, given away, that you look back and you're like, dang, I wish I had that in my collection. Other than that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. As always, I'm Life Spiller. I'm out.